Bundgaard Enterprises, a house renovation company in the city of Western Nebel, is in the process of creating a file share backup job and notices a warning stating loss protection disabled in the advanced settings of the job. The company has lost data in the past before switching to Veeam Backup Replication and asks what this means. Well, that's a fantastic question. So let's take a look at the answer options down here. Veeam Backup Server has not been connected to Veeam Backup Enterprise Manager. Encryption has been enabled for this job, thus disabling loss protection. Okay. This warning is displayed until the job has successfully completed at least one full backup. Okay, that's definitely not true. Encryption has been enabled for this job, but the password complexity requirements have not been met. No. I actually don't think there's any password complexity requirements at all. I think you can type in whatever you want, but we can go investigate this a little bit. This indicated there is no automated recovery testing configured for this job. While you should always have automated recovery testing, there's definitely no connection here. So this is definitely wrong, and this one is definitely wrong. But I guess these three here could potentially be interesting. So we could go and investigate this password complexity thing. So if we go to the web here and we say Veeam encryption password complexity, see what pops up. Backup job encryption. So this is actually the window we see right here. And down here it says loss protection enabled, but in the question it was talking about the fact that this was disabled. So let's take a peek and see if we notice anything along the way here. So it talks about the fact that it will have encryption. So this is when it's been enabled. Okay. Then there's some mention down here about some different steps on how exactly it does this. But there's no mention anywhere of any complexity requirements. Let's see, encryption best practices. Again, these are just some best practices. Use strong passwords. I don't see that, that this appears to be some hard requirement anywhere. Again, just recommendations. Makes perfect sense. Okay, but we do see data recovery without a password and enterprise manager keys. So, okay, what in fact does this mean? Okay, well it says here that Veeam Backup Replication will employ enterprise manager keys in the encryption process, which lets you recover data from encrypted backups and tapes, even if the password is lost or forgotten. See more. Okay, now if you've been on the Veeam Backup and Replication configuration and management training, you've actually done this very exercise here. Now, if we go down and take a peek here, we see there's some important note here. Backup servers that use data decryption must be connected to the same instance of Backup Enterprise Manager. Okay, so what if we go up here and try to be more specific? Let's try and search for this loss protection. See what we find. Nothing. What about Help Center? Aha, okay, managing encryption keys. Okay, to work with Enterprise Manager key sets, make sure the Enable Encryption Password Loss Protection checkbox is selected. Now, this is actually in Enterprise Manager, not in Backup and Replication. So we're starting to get a little bit off track here. Let's go back. So actually, this loss protection means that the backup server is not connected to the Enterprise Manager. As soon as it is, the backups are getting encrypted with the key that you specify and a secondary key, which is the key sets, the certificates that are generated over in Enterprise Manager. If you haven't tried it out, I strongly suggest that you go and give it a try. But this will have to be the correct answer.